Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retropropulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni-situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable. Congratulations, you are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB, in the binary system of Akicha.
Wow, what an introduction. And before we begin, has anybody seen Futurama? Doesn't this door look like Rodrigo? Just saying. Anyway, welcome to Satisfactory. A game that I guess a few people want to see, so I also really enjoy this game. I have played it countless hours already, and I'm excited to bring this to the channel, I guess. Let's get to playing this game. And for those of you who don't know, this is like a first-person Factorio in a 3D world instead of 2D, grid building simulator. The design options in this game are unreal. I'm excited to try and do some design of my own. Usually it's pretty utilitarian until a point, but due to the nature of this game, there's going to be a lot of building, but I don't know how much of it will be on video. Maybe we'll do some on video, and then we'll do a recap once the factory has been built. And I'm going to try and do a particular style, I think, which is not necessarily realistic, but something that is, gravity-based and, I don't know, has an actual design footprint. We'll see how it goes, but I want to try and bring something interesting to this space. Anyway, thanks for watching playing this game with me. Let's get started. So there's a lot of tutorial stuff that I'm probably going to skip. Just kind of wanted to do this intro really quickly and let you know where we start. But if I'm not mistaken, let's go someplace really quickly. See something, if we can survive here. Find it. And then we'll take a break. Where would you be? So if you didn't know, this game has probably some of the best movement mechanics in any game ever. Coffee Stain, the developer of this game, is absolutely, yeah, there it is. They're crazy for this one. Oh, good. Oh, get up there. Anyway, we don't have all the movement effects yet, so it's kind of difficult to get up there, but I'll try. Oh. And those little batty pig things, I can't hurt them yet, but I'll be able to once we get through. Oh, I guess I could hurt them. There we go. Okay.
Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fix it incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
So one thing about this game, in its differences from Factorio, is that there's alternate... Crap, this one needs electricity. Alright, we'll have to come back. But I really want to try and get that. Maybe there's another one. And I'll I'll go find that one and then we'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I think this one might be attainable at this point in the game. But as I was saying, one of the main differences between this game and Factorio is that there are these alternate recipes, and it allows you to build things in a different way for, you know, sometimes different pieces. There we go. But how you get them is to grab these hard drives out of these crash sites. And
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for future analysis, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Anyway, what makes these alternate recipes so critical to the game is that it changes the entire logistics sphere of this game. You can do so many different things in different ways. You know, depending on the different alternate recipes you use, you can change how you create a whole product chain.
Reassured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
Sorry for speaking over you, Ada, but yeah, you can change how you create entire items just based on what alternate recipes you use, and it could take a complex item and make it simpler, or you could spread the logistics chain out over, you know, more pieces in a way that gives you, you know, more efficiency by using less items overall. Maybe more items overall, but less specific items, I guess is what I'm saying. And we're looking for iron. So let's do what it says. We'll hold down V for our scanner mode. We'll try and find iron deposits. Go to these closest ones here. So let's get a little bit of combat in here. And as I was alluding to earlier, this game has some of the best movement mechanics of any game ever.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Yeah, that's right. We are the baddies here. Anyway, it's okay. Sometimes it's good to be bad. But some of the best move mechanics in any game I've ever played. Beautiful. And there's so much intro to this game.
Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near-future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
So this game obviously is all about building. Some of the things that we are going to learn in this game is how to place our buildings in a proper way to get the most benefit out of them. And one thing I wanted to showcase right now, actually, after Ada speaks.
The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
First lesson I want to give. If you have a hologram, which is what this is, it could be either blue or red. I don't know if you saw the red there. Yeah, red. So when it's blue, that means it's placeable, and you can change its orientation by using the mouse wheel. But if you look down at the bottom, you see all these different, you know, options. And I want you to look at H for lock hologram. If you push H, it locks the hologram. Whereas before, you know, when I move my mouse, it moves the hologram. And if I lock the hologram, I can go around and take a look. Make sure that it's set up properly, exactly where I want it. And you can actually nudge the hologram left and right with the arrow keys, backwards and forwards. If you use the page up and down, you can raise it and lower it. So very powerful tool, very powerful tip that I didn't know for hundreds of hours. I just wanted to share that as my probably most useful building tip. And I hope you guys find it useful. So let's start doing the next objective. Of course, complete the hub upgrade 1. And it looks like we need to go here to the hub terminal and select our hub upgrade. And that's going to require 10 rods. And how do we make rods? In the crafting bench. I'm not going to bore everybody by watching this go. Or maybe I will, because it is going to take very long. We need 10 rods. As you can see here, it's growing as we create more iron ingots. Every ingot we create, we get 1 rod. Let's get our 10 rods here. Get on to the next step. Hold shift and click. That will automatically send the required amount directly into the upgrade slot. Let's upgrade this hub. So you got a little more structure here.
Hub
Looking good.
upgrade
We're getting
1,
there.
storage and frame completed.
Looks
Equipment
kind of
of the
like
portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
looks kind of like a Cybertruck. Got this personal storage box. Gotta get those leaves out of there. I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. This is kind of like our own little storage area that we can keep on us. We don't have to carry all of our goods around with us at all times. Get this next one going. Probably cut something out here, and we'll see when we're ready for the next objective. Alright, that didn't take too long. Let's get these going. Upgrade the hub again. Well, we added a lot more structure.
Hub
Got a nice
upgrade
little room
2,
here.
power and shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
Alright, so this is our first introduction to electricity in this game, the biomass burner. And as you heard Ada say, it requires fuel. And the biomass burner runs on anything that's biomass, which means living tissue. So we have some of that. We have some leaves. We could use this hog remains, use some wood. So at this point, we're going to start gathering resources to begin powering our apparatus, which is going to be the smelter here. Yes, that's right. But we need some copper wire, so we need to find copper, apparently. Let's do that first. Should be this way. Yeah. No, I haven't played this game at all. What do you mean? This is brand new to me. Every resource in this game is guarded by some kind of enemy. It could be environmental. It could be an actual enemy. It could be multiple enemies, but you know, as long as you're moving smoothly, there's nothing to worry about. Alright everybody, we're back, and we are ready to build our smelter. For reals this time. And we'll build it someplace close. I've built it backwards. Try again. Smelter. Let's rotate it this way, because I want the... If you take a look at the arrows, you see the orange arrow is the input, the blue arrow is the output. I want the output to be facing away from my hub, so that I don't, you know, condense myself. And as it says here on onboarding objective 7, all production buildings like a smelter need access to power. And one of the neat things about a biomass burner is that they are only on when power is required in the network. So if you don't require power, they don't burn their biomass. So that's very handy. But now we have a smelter that we can put raw resources into, and we can, you know, then get away from handcrafting it, like so. There we go. Now it's making ingots for us automatically at a rate of 30 per minute. Which, if we can do math correctly, that's 1 every 2 seconds. And this little timer icon verifies that our math is correct. Because this is the production cycle. Alright, it's 10 ingots. And now all we have to handcraft is the secondary components, right? And that's sort of the gameplay cycle of a game like this. You create, or you gather resources, you turn them into ingots or another basic resource, which then gets combined or crafted alone into some other kind of little widget, and then those widgets get combined into another byproduct with, you know, products on the other side, and it's just, you know, logistics chaos, but it's also incredibly fun and rewarding to see your machines going crazy. And we're about halfway done with this milestone, so we'll be back when we are ready to go. We had a little malfunction there. We had to reset the network. Ran out of leaves. Alright everybody, we're back. And we have completed Hub Upgrade 3, which is basic introduction to how to use power. What did we get here? Oh my goodness.
Interior furnishing completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero-waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
Well, now we're finally home. We have some outfit customization. Orc girl. Yeah. Orc. I like this mask a lot. Let's do a little bit of, I guess, customization. And yeah, let's get some golden nuts. We deserve it. I like the kawaii kitten as well. Super cute. But this is my jam right here. And perfect. See that build gun. Looking good, guys. Girls. No discrimination here. Let's throw something away. I mean, we could hold on to this, but I don't care. Throw it away. Goodbye. How does it, doesn't flesh yet? That's annoying. We'll figure it out later. Let's get back to the game. Alright, so we're on Hub Upgrade 4. And this is going to be basic production. You know, like I said before, we go from... Well, I guess there's other things we could build right now, isn't there? Let's do that first. So we kind of totally glossed over one important piece of equipment here. That's the equipment shop. We need to get in here and we need to build a few things. And that's the portable miners. What can we do with portable miners? Well, let's take a look. Firstly, we need to put them in our hand slots. Now let's go drop one off over here. Look at this cute little guy. Sorry it's nighttime, but it's still beautiful. Isn't this game beautiful? So what's this miner doing now? Already picking up iron ore for us at 20 per minute. And one neat thing about these miners is that you can put, you know, as many as you want on a node. Let's check this one. Already up to 20. Alright, perfect. And let's check on hub upgrade number 4. Say that super times 4 fast. Say that 4 times super fast. Hub upgrade 4. Upgrade 4. Exactly. Alright. So let's get this going here. Select milestone. We've already got some, but we really need these. No, 5 is probably enough. So let's do that. The next thing we need to do, though, turn on our flashlight. Then we need to find some limestone, which is also extremely close. Right down that hill right there. let's, so much to do. And how much can this handle? So this can handle 20 megawatts. This takes 4. That means we can have up to 5 smelters operating at any given moment. Just on this one burner. Just need to keep it stocked filled with leaves. It's becoming morning, so we'll turn that off. So now we're getting into some quick automation, right? Once we get this going, getting all of our iron ingots processed, then we can get going on building other things like concrete. Anyway, we'll be back once I've done a bunch of that stuff. Alright everybody, we're back. And as you can see, we built a couple more smelters. But one thing you notice is that they're not connected. They're not connected to electricity. And one thing that we cannot do is connect multiple lines to this burner here. It only can support one connection. So if we want to connect this, we have nowhere to connect it to. And if you saw that outline there, damn it. So let's place a power pole here, and we're going to remove this power line connection. Power line, Goofy movie, if you've seen it, you know how good it is. He is. If you haven't, go watch it with your dad. It'll make him cry. So let's talk about this power pole. It allows us to divide up our one power production machine into multiple outputs. When you look at your power grid through, you know, either a biomass burner or whatever your power production building is, or a power pole, it gives you a breakdown of several things. One is how much you consume at a maximum. One is how much you consume on a regular at the moment. One is the production and one is the capacity. The production is essentially what you're creating at the moment. The consumption is what you're using at the moment. Max consumption is what you could use every single one of the machines on your grid was being powered at the same time. And then the capacity is essentially how much power it can supply. It gives you little tool tips. I don't need to explain any of that. Now we can get working on our next milestone, which is Hub Upgrade 4. That only took a little bit, 15-minute journey to get that little setup going. So once we have the concrete and the iron plates, we'll be back. And folks, that's where we're going to wrap it up today. We've done a little bit of production work. We got ourselves situated in the hub. We still haven't completed Hub Upgrade 4 yet, but that's okay. We're getting there. As we approach the end of the upgrade cycle here for the hub, this is the last one. We're going to get out of this this setup. Actually, we're going to keep going. Okay, we're back with enough items to complete the final upgrade for the hub and get ourselves propelled into the beginning of this game, completing the intro. Let's do it.
Hub Upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 5.
Just kidding, that was not the final upgrade. I think there's like 8, to be honest, because I was like, wait a minute, there's something missing. Anyway, that's where we're going to end it today. We're probably like halfway through upgrading the hub to its final phase, final realization. Let's get up there and take a look at what we created really quickly, and then we're going to call it. We've done quite a bit to begin taming this vast world of delights and stranger than fiction beasts and adventures yet to come. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this first episode, this intro to Satisfactory and this playthrough, and we're gonna learn a lot together We're going to build a lot together, and I hope y'all enjoyed this one. And until then, until the next one, take care.